with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right. We welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 14. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Benson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Palmer. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Play action. It's Palmer. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Palmer. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Palmer. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Palmer will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Touchdown, Bengals. Great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. Well, first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll look to throw here. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Palmer now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there. And that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Palmer to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Palmer. It's completed to Caldwell. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Palmer. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Larson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 1st down. It's Benson. How did he stay on his feet? And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll set up to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now Jones.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Palmer. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Palmer to throw.
Open man, here's Benson.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. And they turn the pick-6 into a pick-8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
Now Jones.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Now Jones.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll run on first down. It's Benson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bradshaw. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. looking to throw.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Palmer. He's got the hook up here to Caldwell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Palmer. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's caught for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jones. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Benson finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw it with Palmer. And that's That's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
I can't believe they even let you play. 53's the mark. 53.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, Bradshaw. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the earth.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They go play action with Palmer. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd down at 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Palmer apparently wants to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop below 500